We are glad to welcome you to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and relations. And click on the bell icon for instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel. Rest assured that we are going to have a very exciting and inspiring discussion. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Welcome to today's lesson video on the topic Best Tips for Writing a Great Personal Letter in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASSCE. In this lesson, we will be discussing how to write a compelling personal letter specifically for the West African Senior School Certificate Examination. We will also provide an example of a letter in response to a WASSCE English language question. I am Benjamin from English Classes Online. Let's get started right away. First, a quick look at the lesson objectives. The objectives of this lesson are as follows. 1, to provide students with essential tips for writing an effective personal letter. 2, to demonstrate how to write a great personal letter for the West African Senior School Certificate Examination by giving a sample letter in response to a specific question. Okay, and the question is as follows. A friend of yours who has been living in Europe for some years has written to invite you to join him. Write a reply to his letter, giving at least 3 reasons why you would rather remain in your country. Now, this is taken from the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, English Paper 1 of May-June 2014. Moving further, we want to look at the various tips. Tip number 1, address recipient correctly. This is really important. You need to begin the letter with a proper salutation that is appropriate for the relationship you share with the recipient. Okay, this is really very, very important. The kind of salutation you should use will actually be determined by the kind of relationship you share with the recipient. Now, you need to use the recipient's name to indicate close relationship. For example, dear John, my dear John, or my dearest John. Of course, there are other possibilities, okay? Tip number 2, express gratitude and acknowledge the invitation. You need to express gratitude for receiving the invitation and show appreciation for the thoughtfulness of the gesture. You need also to politely acknowledge the invitation and mention that you are touched by their invitation. For example, you could say, thank you very much for your kind invitation to join you in Europe. Okay, that's just an example. Then tip number 3, provide clear and specific reasons. The main body of your letter should outline 3 strong reasons why you should rather remain in your country, because that's exactly what you have been asked to do in the letter. You need to start each reason in a new paragraph to enhance readability. These reasons should be logical and well explained. You know, if you understand the principle of good paragraphing, you should know that each paragraph should contain one main idea, and this main idea should start with a topic sentence followed by other sentences that explain the main idea you have already given. So that's exactly what you ought to do. You give each reason, you explain it well. Tip number 4, use descriptive language. Use descriptive language to paint a vivid picture of your feelings and thoughts. This is very important. Use adjectives and adverbs to enhance the emotional impact of your letter because it's a personal letter. So you need to share your feelings using adjectives and adverbs, okay, appropriately. Tip number 5, maintain a conversational tone. Write in a friendly and conversational tone as if you were talking to the recipient face to face. That is why it is a personal letter, because it is like when you are engaged in a personal conversation with someone that is close to you. Avoid using overly formal language or jargon that might hinder comprehension. Use simple language that the other person can easily understand. Tip number 6, personalize the letter. Of course, it's a personal letter, so make it quite personal. Share personal anecdotes, experiences, or memories that are relevant to the topic of the letter. This adds depth and authenticity to your writing, making the letter more engaging. Of course, in a personal letter, you can share, you can share uh, jokes if necessary, that are actually appropriate to the subject of discussion. Okay, so that is exactly what it is. And then the next thing we are going to look at is a sample letter. So let's look at a sample letter to illustrate the tips. And as you can see, the prompt or the question is as follows. A friend of yours who has been living in Europe for some years has written to invite you to join him. Write a reply to his letter, giving at least 3 reasons why you should rather remain in your country. So let's look at how it is. Now, a letter begins with the writer's address. So let's look at it. 35 Otumba Street. Take note of the punctuation marks. Ojo, Lagos State, Nigeria. Now, your country name is necessary because you are writing to someone outside the country. If you were writing to a friend in another part of the country, you can end your address with the state. But because you are writing to someone abroad, then of course your country name becomes important. This is followed by the date, August 25, 2023. Then the salutation. Take note that a personal letter doesn't need uh, the, the recipient's address or any official title. So you simply write, Dear Tony, Dear Tony, thank you very much for your kind invitation to join you in Europe. I was excited to receive your letter and hear about your experiences living abroad. However, after giving it careful consideration, I've decided to remain in my country for the following reasons. See, this is the introductory paragraph, and you have acknowledged the letter and appreciated the invitation, but you are now going to give reasons why you wouldn't like to join him in Europe. Rather, you would remain at home. And then we are going into the body of the letter as follows. So here is the second paragraph where we begin to give the reasons. To start with, I believe that my journey in life is guided by a higher purpose. As a believer in Christ, I have a deep conviction that I have been entrusted with a specific divine assignment here in my country. This calling, which I hold as sacred, aligns with my faith and the values I hold dear. See, this is one of the reasons, a divine assignment here in my country. Next paragraph. Moreover, my country is currently undergoing a period of economic growth and development. There are numerous opportunities emerging in various sectors which afford me the chance to make a meaningful contribution to my country's progress. By staying here, I can actively participate in the positive changes and build a better future for our people. That's another reason, economic reason. And moving on to the third reason, finally, my family and friends form an essential support system that I cannot bear to leave behind. Their unwavering love, guidance, and encouragement have played a significant role in shaping who I am today. Separating from them would not only be emotionally challenging, but also detrimental to my personal growth and well-being. So that's another reason. So here we have given the three reasons, and in a letter of this nature, in an exam like WASSCE, content is very important. Making sure you write exactly what the question has asked you to write. That will enable you to score maximum marks. Once again, thank you for your invitation, and I hope you understand my decision to remain in my country. I wish you all the best in your endeavors, and I look forward to hearing about your your adventures in Europe. All right, so that is exactly the way it is. And then yours sincerely, this is the subscription now, Ken, full stop. So take note of, how this type of letter is written, and this is exactly the much we can take. You have seen the sample letter, and we have shown, through this letter, the simple steps you need to take. You have, you can take note of the structure of the letter, beginning with the address, then the date, the salutation, then the first paragraph where you introduce the subject or the purpose of the letter, and then the body of the letter consisting of, three paragraphs. Paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, each paragraph containing a reason well explained, okay? And then finally, you have the conclusion and then the subscription. This is exactly how to write a great personal letter. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like the video and share the video with your friends and relations. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video. Thank you and